Oh yeah, I had the mic on. That's why. Hey guys, sorry it took me forever to get in here. Freaking doing 50 million things over here. I know. I'm so glad though. I'm glad you did that though. I'm glad you got your channel back though. Give me 1 second. I am trying to figure this crap out. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how to use this thing for crap. Hold on 1 second. I am. Don't know exactly. All right, so gamed up. I've been in here going through all this crap over here. I'm just trying to figure out how I put you back to mod thing here. Oh, you know what? I don't understand this. It's not giving me the option. What the hell is going on here? I'm getting, this is ridiculous. It's only giving me options to put you on timeout. Why is that? I don't get it. I don't get any of this crap. Oh, I see. Hold on a minute then, okay? Let me see if I can do it from my phone. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, I think that did it. Or did you get it? All right. So, how's everybody? Hey, Mona, how are you doing? You doing good? That's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hey, What Life? I've seen that show a million times. It's funny at first, but then it's not so funny anymore. But it's a good show. I mean, it was on for a lot of seasons, so I think you'll actually like it. I haven't seen it in like a while, so it's like old, a couple years old actually. Hey Mona, how you been? I haven't seen you on any of the. I don't see you doing any lives recently. You been okay? Hey Fry TV. Yes, I have retired the Jersey Jen name, and now that I'm starting a new chapter in my life, I am now Ignite the Phoenix. I'm not associated with any of the past anymore, so that is now my name. Oh yeah, she's cool though. I like her. She's the big lady in that show. She's hilarious. I think she's a lot of I think a lot of people like her. Those are her favorite one. She's brutal though. Animal or another person. Try just be Can you hear me? Okay, so do I still sound like a robot? Because what I was doing is I just realized, I don't know, we were just talking about it, me and John, and the router, we unplugged the router and plugged it back in. Yeah, game dev. I saw that message, but I couldn't even send out text messages. My phone wasn't even letting me do that. And then we noticed that because the router is extremely close to the heater, it's like overheated. I think it overheated the router. So we just moved it. And that might be what the problem was, because now it seems to be working. I think you guys can hear me, right? All right, good. What a pain in the butt that was. I'll tell you. Unbelievable. Especially since the fact that like I was trying to run it off of my hotspot on my phone, but yet my data's not working on my phone, which is weird because I just got new data. So just all a bunch of bull crap today. Whew. All right. So what's everyone been up to? Any new stuff? Anybody want to talk about anything? I can do this too. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put this up here, so if anyone does want to come on the panel, they're welcome to. But if you start any problems up here, gone, because I don't take any of this stupid high school bullshit on my page. I'm not listening to it. Just pre-warning everybody. Oh, my back is killing me today. So I see we have 7 people in here. I'm sure we probably got a couple, crazies in here. So, hey, Mona.
Hi, baby.
How are you doing?
Oh,
I'm good.
I'm on cloud 9. Is that
You look good. You're on cloud 9?
Today,
yeah.
I sent a letter, express certified return receipt to Donald J. Trump, asking him to come to Branson on May the 3rd, 2025, to kick off the first National Military Appreciation Month.
Okay. Did you get anything back, or you just sent it?
I sent it today.
Okay.
I got a tracking number on it, so he should get it. I sent it express, so he should get it on Monday.
I know. I can see you're like glowing over there. You're like super happy.
Oh, I am.
I know. It's good to see that, though.
Because it'll mean so much to my vets.
I know. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I'll keep you in my prayers. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I had to go shut down turn the volume up on the YouTube side.
Oh, okay. So what have you been up to? I've been on and off here a couple times, I'm sure you've seen what's been going on lately.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names.
Well, honey, those people really just hurt themselves.
They really do, man. They really do.
They really do. They just destroy their own reputation. So it's okay. I did go to Tennessee, and with the help of the people of Branson, we were able to really, every single person that was there, we had like 60 at the dinner, and every person there received a full stocking, and every stocking had games and stuffed animals in it, and everybody there got at least 6 items from out from underneath the tree. There were games and toys, and there was even barbed wire and trash cans and generators and blankets, Angie had a friend who is wheelchair bound, who does nothing but make little crocheted lap blankets. And she sent enough lap blankets that every single person at the dinner got their own blanket.
Aw.
We had over 50 brand new coats, and we had sweatsuits, and we had shoes. It was absolutely wonderful. I said 60 people at the dinner, and over 20 meals were sent out. So I did a lot of cooking. And thank God I didn't have an oven there, but Miss Angie took the 2 turkeys home and cooked them, and they were perfect. But we did have a steam table, so I was able to go ahead, and I had a 6-burner stovetop, so I was able to cook a really nice meal, and everybody was fed and had a great time, and gave them at least almost an hour Christmas show. We had lights and trees and ornaments, and it was just absolutely a great time, and those people so needed that. I think the best part was the fact that every school, Reed Springs, Hollister, and Branson, every single student made or purchased and sent a Christmas card.
Oh, wow.
So we had a lot of them that we gave out. Everybody got 1 or 2 Christmas cards that was there, and then they took the rest of them. And as the people come through their food bank line, every person gets a Christmas card until they're gone. And I had, probably almost 3,000 Christmas cards. So
Wow, Mona, you see, this is what we need. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're supposed to be doing, not
oh,
the other crap.
and
That
then
is so great though, man. Like that's awesome, man. It really is.
we had a wonderful time. Dennis was there. Dennis Rhodes.
The mayor.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
And helped with the decorating and some of the cooking, helping me in the kitchen. And then he went out and helped some people with some carpentry work. And it was.
Do you have any did you have any videos or any pictures from that time? You should put it up on your community page.
Miss Angie did a live
Okay.
of the dinner and the show. On Miss Angie. Actually, I think it's on Chip's mom on YouTube.
We should put that up. Hey, Game Dev, if you can find that link, can you put that up? If not, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But if you know any way to find it,
Dev, it's Chip's mom on YouTube.
Yeah, I know who she is. She used to be on my streams all the time. I know her.
Yeah.
And Angie.
Yeah. Well, she turned around and also found a family they adopted. And so right now she's collecting presents for this one particular family, hoping to encourage others to adopt a family. So
does she have any links for that too? Like, does she have anything that she can put up for that?
Yeah.
How do you go about doing that?
If you go to Miss Angie's YouTube. Okay. She's got links to the Amazon list and the Walmart list.
Oh, okay. So she's got it all on the Amazon and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And she talks about all of them. I guess there's a grandma and a mama and children and babies in this family. So
I'd like to get that link too, so I can put it up on my page as well, because this is what I advocate for.
Oh, honey. It has been, of course, then I came back and I had my heroes feed. So in total, during the Thanksgiving period, I fixed 9 turkeys, 2 hams, 150 pounds of potatoes.
Oh my goodness.
75 pounds of dressing, 50 pounds of green bean casserole and candied yams, and pies and cakes and fudge and
you guys
cookies.
had like a feast, huh? You must have had a lot of leftovers on that one, huh?
No, honey, I fed over 300 law enforcement officers and first responders on Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
You
I
should be
sent
proud of yourself, Mona. Man, this is yeah.
I sent a
I'm so proud of you, Mona. I
I
really
sent
am.
a feast to every single to Hollister Police Department, Branson Police Department, the Taney County Sheriff's Department, and the fire and EMT departments. A whole feast. They got everything from bread to rolls to pumpkin pie and whipped cream, and they got everything.
That's
I
so
mean,
awesome.
it was a feast. But I'll tell you what, I ain't cooking turkey for Christmas.
You cooked enough turkeys there, Mona. I mean, you've cooked a lot of food.
So for Christmas, I'm having it here at the park. I'm hosting our international Christmas. I'm going to have Italian, German, English, Irish, and Mexican food.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm fixing spaghetti and lasagna for Italian. I'm fixing tiramisu for French. I'm fixing roast and Yorkshire pudding for English. I'm going to fix German potato salad and Boska kielbasa and kraut for
I know what
German.
that is.
And then
know
I'm
what
going to
that
be
is.
fixing tamales and 7-layer dip for my Mexican dish. And then I'm going to fix some I'm thinking I'm going to make some German sweet rolls and some Polish cookies. Yeah, I'm going to have an international Christmas dinner without turkey or ham.
Well, I'm Polish and German, so.
Okay.
And Italian.
Okay. So
And
yeah. So I don't know. I've still got to figure out my Chinese meal. I did or dish yet.
You should just do the beef and broccoli. Or the chicken and broccoli is good. Everybody likes that.
Oh, okay. I could do that. But yeah, I told my manager here at the park, because I do the cooking, that's my thing. I like the cooking part. And I told her, I said, I am not fixing turkey or ham. Do not expect any dressing or green bean casserole or mashed potatoes and gravy.
I love mashed potatoes.
I think I'm probably going to fix old-fashioned hillbilly flat fried taters and onions.
That sounds really good though, Mona. I'll take some of that freaking hillbilly potatoes and onions any day of the week.
Yeah. I just 9 turkeys and 2 hams was a little much. But
that's a lot, yeah.
I did it. I managed to get it done. Thanks to one of the ladies that donated stuff to go to Tennessee. She found out that I cooked the heroes feed, so she donated me another roaster. So I ended up with 3 roasters for doing the cooking, which it only takes an hour and 45 minutes for a 13-pound turkey in a roaster, where in an oven it takes 3 hours or more. So that helped.
Yeah, that's good that it cut your time in half, though.
Oh yeah. It because I had at that point I had 7 turkeys to cook. So
holy crap! I can't even cook one, let alone 7.
Well,
oh man, give it to you, Mona. Man, you have, from the time I met you to now, man, I'll tell you, you have done more things than I could even do myself. And I give you a lot of credit for that. So you should be very proud of yourself, Mona.
I'm proud of the God in me, because you know how I feel. It's not me, it's the God in me that does this stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you still put yourself out there,
Well, I really enjoy feeding my police officers, okay, and my first responders. I have done it. This was my 4th year, And this year, when Sergeant Miller came in, he said, Mona, did you fix green bean casserole? I love your green bean casserole. I've ate it every year for 4 years. I love it. You're cooking. You know, that was a real blessing to have an officer come. See, I serve it cold. Thanks to Rena Center, they send me a couple of really nice big refrigerators so that I
Wow.
can cook that food up, and then I don't have to worry about keeping it at temp because I send it cold. Every one of these departments has a full kitchen, so they can heat it up. It's all in aluminum pans and stuff, so that they can just stick it in the oven and warm it if they want, or dip it up and use their microwave. I don't care. Once I cook it and package it and give it to them, I'm done. You know, so
Well, you got more coming up for Christmas, though, right?
I only do our park, my
Okay.
RV park for Christmas.
It's still a lot, though. You know, that's what you did that all this like last month. Now you got this whole month to do it. You're a busy girl.
Yeah, and the nice thing about some of those dishes I'm fixing, they're the type that if you cook it early and put it in the refrigerator, like the spaghetti sauce, it tastes a whole lot better when you warm it up.
Oh yeah, of course.
So but I think I might live stream my spaghetti recipe.
Well, that would be good. I mean, I'm sure it is. It from scratch?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I figured. I figured as much.
it was handed down to me by my first husband's grandmother, who was born and raised in Sicily. And she made me promise I would never write it down. I had to, the only way I was going to get her recipe for the sauce was to come to the house on Christmas Eve and cook it with her and memorize the recipes. And I did. But she never said I couldn't videotape the recipe. I just couldn't write it down. And she's gone now, so hopefully she'll understand the times have changed, and I plan to live stream the recipe when I cook it this year.
I think that'll be a good idea. A lot of people like to watch the cooking, as long as it, you know, a lot of them like to see how it's done from scratch. My grandmother was a big one that cooked everything from scratch. I wish I had remembered some stuff, but I was way too young to even be paying attention to what she was doing at the time. But we remember some things.
It's kind of easy to remember because it's a 5-ingredient recipe. In other words, you got 5 meats, 5 types of onion, 5 types of peppers, 5 types of tomato, 5 types of seasoning, plus you got your incidentals like mushrooms, black olives, and yeah, it's got a lot of ingredients, and you got to chop it all up, and you got to saute this and simmer that, and yeah.
I'll leave the cooking to John. I hate to cook, so he can do it himself. He can do the cooking.
It takes 24 hours to make this sauce. It has to cook for 24 hours on low heat. So, but it's a really good recipe.
I'm sure if you're making it, I mean, I remember you cooked at the Convoy a few times.
Yeah, I like to cook. You know, I remember when we was on the convoy down there. Remember when I had what's his face go pick those greens that was growing out in the field, and I fixed up that big old pot of wild greens, and there wasn't none left. It must have tasted good because that whole dang bean pot was full and it was gone.
I don't know if I was there for that. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I left a couple of times, so I'm not quite sure. You know, a lot of that's a little bit of a blur to me, so I don't really.
yeah.
You know, I remember what I want to. But I remember the times with you. I remember that because you were like my saving grace.
I was just being me, you know. I'm not a really, you know, I am what I am, and I ain't much
No,
more
I
than
know. I'm
that.
just when you were sitting out there and by the picnic table, I was like, ugh, it was just a breath of fresh air for me, more than you'll ever know.
Well, I love you, dear.
I love you too,
Dear,
Mona.
I care about you, and I'm glad you're getting on with your life.
Yeah, I'm starting school next month.
Oh, you are? What are you studying?
I'm going for medical billing and coding.
Good money in that.
So, but since they transferred credits from, because I did go to college for cardiovascular sonography,
Yeah.
I had a lot of credits I got transferred over to this college, so I actually don't have to take certain classes because I'm already have credits for them. Like I know my medical terminology and I know all that other stuff. And I also I had to take an assessment test to get into the college,
Yeah.
and I needed a 94 and I got 110. So I think I did pretty good on that. So yeah, I still
Oh,
got it. I still got it.
you still got it. All right. That's cool.
So it's not going to take me as long, it's going to take me if I do full time and I can finish by October of next year.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yep. And
That's
that's
not
just for the
bad.
certificate. I'm going to go back for my associates too while I work.
Well, there's lots of good money to be made in medical coding. I'm telling you.
I know, and I can work from home too, and that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. I mean, I haven't been in school in a long time, but it's online school, so it can't be too bad, right?
Right. Well, you know what? I got to tell you a story. I was in college and I'd signed up to take a business, okay? First year business. Well, first day in the business class, I walked up and handed the professor a complete business business plan.
A resume?
No, a complete business plan.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I asked him to look it over for me. The next day, when I went to class, he made me go down to the dean's office. And the dean signed off on first, second, and third year business and put me in fourth year business, which was sales and promotions. Well, sales and promotion class, it messed with my art class. So they told me I could take the class online. So I got my book and my CD and I came home and I never opened it. I just opened up the class online. And it said that this class consists of 31 tests and that you can take the tests at any time and you can take them up to 4 times. So I didn't open the book or anything. I just started taking the tests. Well, I finished all 31 tests that first evening. And then the next day, when I went to business class, the professor had me come in her office and she wanted to know why I was taking this class. She says, "It doesn't look like you're going for a degree." I said, "I just want to know if I know what I know." And she says, "Honey, you ain't even opened up your book." She says, "Take your book and your CD back to the bookstore and get your money back, honey. You should be teaching this class." She says, "You got 100% on all 31 tests and you didn't even crack the book." I said, "Oh, okay, then I guess I know what I know."
Yeah. I mean, sometimes some things are so jammed into your head, you don't forget things,
Oh, I started working in the restaurant business. I was 5 years old with my grandpa, you know.
Yeah, see, you guys got like my grandma too. Like she was taken out of third grade and thrown onto the farm, like she had to work. There was no, there was nothing about that back then. Like you had to help the family, you had to help the family.
Yeah, well, my grandfather just wanted to make sure he knew where I was.
Oh boy.
See?
Why? Were you trying to get out there, Mona? Were you a little
No, actually, I really enjoyed waiting tables when I was 5. I had red hair and pigtails,
oh my
braids,
god, like
and,
Pippi
and
Longstocking?
an audio memory, so I could remember everybody's order, and I made good money. I
You're
was
so
5 years old,
lucky.
could barely see over the table,
You're
could
so lucky
carry
you can remember stuff like that, man. I'll tell you.
and I could carry up to 4 lunch plates on one arm. My grandpa taught me how to balance plates and glasses, and so I could look really cool going out into the dining room with the meals, because we didn't have trays back then.
And
You
for everyone
carry
that's gonna say anything later on about like, wow, that was big accomplishment. Actually, that is a pretty damn big accomplishment to carry 5 freaking plates on your arm. So
4.
just remember
I
that.
carried 4.
Okay, 4. Even 4, Mona, even 4. That's still an accomplishment.
Yeah, I had a little bitty arm. I couldn't carry much.
I
But
just know what's gonna be said later, so I'm just addressing it now.
yeah, well, I just, but I, we were in a tourist area, and my grandpa wanted to keep track of me because I was a redheaded, cute little freckled faced little girl, and he wanted to make sure he knew where I was. And the best way to do that was put me in the dining room waiting tables.
But you got paid, right? You did
I
get
got
like,
tips.
yeah, all right.
I made
And
tips.
back then, what was a tip to like from now to now? What was
Okay.
a tip good for back then?
Well, back then I was making about $1 per person,
Okay.
which is like $10 per person today.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But I was making, in my mind, I made really good money because I made enough to buy all the things I wanted. My
Yeah,
parents got me everything I needed, but I had enough money to buy everything I wanted.
because
And
everything back then, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money to everybody.
oh yeah, especially when I was making $100 a day,
Exactly.
and yeah, that was
Happy
big
holidays
bucks.
to AMC.
Huh?
Oh, AMC said happy holidays, everyone. I just wanted to say happy holidays back.
Oh, happy
Actually,
holidays, AMC.
I say Merry Christmas because I'm a Christian.
Me too.
I
I
will
say
say
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas is what I say. But you can say happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Thank you. I know
Yep.
everyone has a problem with that. So however, I do not. So
No, I'm a Christmas person.
and a Christian.
Yes. I'm gonna put up my avatar here for a minute.
What's your
'Cause
avatar?
it's
Oh, look
right
at
there.
you. Look at your little hat. Oh my God, I remember that hat. Oh, I remember the hat with all the different buttons on it that you were telling me stories about.
Miss Angie made that avatar for me.
I like it. She made mine too, by the way. I just didn't
I
it's
know.
on my song. Yeah.
I know.
I have to change my song now because I'm not the Jersey Jen anymore. So I have to take that out of the song.
Wire can help you with that.
Yeah.
Dev?
It's starting a new chapter in my life.
Well, I like new chapters.
Yep, turn the page. Let's start a new one.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen
Oh, I sent a letter to Don. I told you that already, didn't I? About Donald Trump.
Yes, you did. But I know you're excited about it, so that's okay.
I am.
I know I could see it when you came on here. You see it written all over your face, the excitement. It's nice to see somebody actually happy for once. Everybody else is so damn miserable, excluding a lot of other people, but certain people just. I can't believe what this has turned into, Mona. It really breaks my heart in a way, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, when you look back at when we were sitting around the fires together, and it kind of just nobody really knows that part of it, and it's okay because me and you know it, and everybody else that was involved in that knows it, and we'll still have that. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, he did put up what is that? Chip's mom stream. Okay, he did put up the YouTube for Chip's mom if you guys want to go on there and check that out. It's all right. It's all right, Game Dev. You can watch your movie show. It's okay. No biggie. I only have 6 people in here anyway. It's not like I come in here and have like 800 people watching me because they want to watch the train crash, you know? I don't do that shit anymore. I barely come on here that much, and when I do, it's just for the people I know that are legitly here for me, you know? Not
Right.
the minions that come in and do their minion things.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
above all that. I'm 42 years old, and I just don't have time for this shit no more.
I
Why can't
know.
everybody just get along?
Get along.
I know that'll never happen, but I'm just saying. It's so hard because, like, you got people, like, there's certain people I talk to, and then there's, like, certain people like you, well, why do you talk to that person? Well, because I don't see them like you see them. It's like people get mad at you that you don't like people that they don't like. And, like, what is that about? Everybody has their own opinion on who they like. It's your opinion, it's not mine. If you like somebody that's cool that I don't like, that's your thing. If I like somebody and you don't like them, that's my thing. So get over it. Like, if you can't, there's something severely wrong there. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. You can't tell somebody who to like and who not to like. I'm just saying. You know what I mean, Mona?
Yeah. The thing is, you're supposed to love everybody just because they breathe.
Yeah, but you know that's not the case.
I know.
But being a Christian, I try so hard to, you know, look at the other side of things, and you know I do. Like I've done for a long time. So, and I will continue to be a Christian, and I will continue to look at the brighter side, that I can try to see the brighter side of things. And I will pray for those who need it, because there are a lot of people that do.
Yeah. Well, you know, there was a certain thing that I overheard about you, Mona, and I'm not going to repeat it, and because I'm not giving this person the clout. But it really, knowing what I know and how close all of us were at one point, it yeah.
really broke my heart to hear somebody say that about you, and I just couldn't believe that they had, you know, it just takes certain mentality for something like that, and
Yeah. And
it's just horrible.
yeah. And but you know what? It didn't hurt anything. Didn't
No,
hurt me.
no, it didn't, and it just it kind of hurt me to hear it, you know, because you know I love you, and I hate to hear people talk about you like that. I don't like it.
The thing is if it's about the flag, they're telling you the truth.
It's not about the flag, Mona.
Oh, okay.
It was. I'll tell Game Dab, and he can tell you later.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to see if I can show you the letter I wrote, and so you can see it. I'm going to try to share my screen.
Okay.
Here. Can you see it?
Let me see if I can put that up there. Hold on a second. There we go.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Can you read it? See the letter I wrote? That's the letter I sent to Donald Trump today.
Okay, so it says, Dear President Trump, May of 2025 is the first National Military Associations Month. Branson, Missouri has honored our vets 365 days a year since 2004. I have been the acting moral officer for Vet Week for over 20 years. My vets have told me that coming to Branson was the best medicine for PTSD, that the honor and respect this town shows has for our vets helped heal their PTSD. Sorry, it's small and I have really bad eyesight. We can't seem to get our younger vets to come out to Vet Week. I am asking you to come kick off Military Appreciation Month from the heart of America in the most patriotic city in the United States, Branson. What does that say? Branson what?
Missouri.
Oh, okay, sorry, I can't see that, it's so damn small. I know, with my old age, I'm losing my eyesight. Missouri, on Saturday, May the 3rd. So, if you come, our younger vets will come and the PTSD healing can begin. No other city honors our vets like Branson does. Please take a moment to consider my request. No rallies was held here as we the people of Missouri always had your back. We need you to come here this coming May. Enclosed, you will find the names of people who stand with me in inviting you to come to Branson, Missouri on May the 3rd, 2025, to greet the troops at the Branson Airport. I know you will do something that weekend. Please come to the heart of America. Help us, the city of Branson, to start healing our vets suffering from PTSD. We need to reach our younger vets, and if you come, they will come. Sincerely, Mona Miller. That sounds good, Mona. I like that. Nobody really pays attention to the vets as much as they should, but I think being and I know I'm going to get hit for this one, but I think President Trump being the president and the way that he is in that aspect of it, I think he might actually either respond at least, or he might actually show up. I don't know.
Well, the thing is he's not a stranger to Branson.
No.
He held 2 of his beauty pageants here, one at the Grand Palace and one at the Landing. And him and Johnny Morris, the man who owns Bass Pro and Top of the Rock and Big Cedar golf course, Trump and him are really good friends. In fact, I understand that Trump consulted on the golf course, the Top of the Rock golf course, for Johnny Morris. So it's not like he ain't ever been here.
I'm not really sure. Damn, I'm good. I don't know. You sound familiar to me. I've seen you somewhere before. I don't know if you've been in here or some of the other chats I've seen, but I don't know if you don't know what happened with the flag. I think we should just leave that at that. I don't think we need to bring that up again. I think that should be like
that's water under the bridge.
That's what I mean. That's water under the bridge. I feel like that's just trying to start something. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about that. That's whatever. I feel like I've seen that name before. I just can't figure out where. I recognize certain names. You know what I mean, Mona? Like, I've been on here long enough that I can recognize certain things, honestly.
So, no, I had a great Thanksgiving. I had at the park here for the first time, the park dinner. I had standing room only. Literally standing room only in my clubhouse to eat my dinner, and there was nothing left.
Well, I hope somebody moved over for you to sit down.
Well, I sat down and then I decided, nope, I'm taking my plate, giving somebody my chair, and I was coming to my house.
Oh, Mona.
And I came to my house because I told him, I said, look, I did the cooking. Somebody else is doing the cleaning up.
Yeah.
I didn't clean up.
I know, but you never enjoy anything though. You work too much, and you need to take the time to enjoy it.
I really did get a chance to enjoy it because I got the chance to say the prayer and greet everybody, and I got to watch them dipping up their food and all that. But then when it got so crowded and we really needed extra chairs, and I wanted them folks to enjoy the meal, and I was only a scooter drive away from my house, and I could bring my Go plate here. And because by the time I got through cooking all that food, I wasn't hungry.
Yeah, I can. You know what? I can definitely understand that. I get where you're coming from on that.
And so by dipping up my plate and bringing it home, I got to eat on it for 3 days. So, I got my portion. If everybody didn't get enough, that ain't my fault. There was plenty of food there. So, no, I got to say hi to everybody and got a thank you from everybody. And one of my people handed me $20. They looked at me and they said, I know you paid for some of this out of your own pocket. You take this money. And then when I went to pay my rent, somebody had already paid my electric bill for me.
Wow, that is so nice of them.
So, that was great. I loved it. It was a blessing. And, it was just, if we all did a little bit extra, it don't take much. It's kind of like one year I had a bunch of extra fruit and stuff. So I made up little lunch bags of like a Capri Sun drink and an apple and a banana and a cookie and some candy, and I gave them out to the police to give out to the homeless. So the police officers was able to get into the gift is in the giving. So I gave them something to give away. And they really enjoyed that, I'm told. That was something they really enjoyed doing, was taking the homeless in their jurisdiction a Thanksgiving sack. And I've had fun doing it.
I think you've done a lot, man. I mean, everything you've been sitting here and saying has been like, you have done so much. Like, you've done more than anybody I've heard about doing anything on any of Buddy's streams. Like, in reality, all I've seen on the streams lately is just a bunch of crap. No offense, but that's the truth.
It's supposed to be the holiday season, right? Isn't it supposed to be a time of, I've always believed that the gift is not in the receiving of a gift, but the giving of one.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with you on that. I like to give better than to receive. I've always been like that.
And just the little things that you can do, it's like I've got a neighbor who's in her 80s, okay? And we don't really exchange gifts, but she brought me a gift, okay?
Aw.
And it ain't much, but it was the thought that counted. And so while I was out shopping today, I found a couple of little things that I think she's going to really enjoy. And so I got her something. And but I'm not, she already gave me my Christmas, and I told her it wasn't Christmas yet, so I haven't opened it. I don't know what she actually got me. It's just
you actually are going to wait till Christmas, huh?
Well, yeah.
Hey, I give you some credit for that, man. I tell you.
I put it over there and said, nope, I'm going to put right up here, and I'm opening it till Christmas. And I got one. And the funny thing is I didn't realize it, but I picked out the same Christmas bag for her gift that she picked out for me.
Aw.
It's kind of cute. So
that's so cute, though, actually. And I bet you she really appreciates that, too.
The other day I fixed a roast. And then the next day I took that roast and turned it into soup. And I called her up and said, hey, you feel like a bowl of soup? She come down and got her a big old bowl. I fixed a whole crock pot full,
Mm-hmm.
I can't eat that much. So I divvy out soup to my neighbors. That way I don't fill my refrigerator up with leftovers that eventually get thrown away.
Well, I mean, that's nice of you, though, Mona. Like, that's, I'm the same way you are. Like, I'm always like that. I'm always willing to try to help someone. I think that's why we get taken advantage of as much as we do. But in reality, I'd rather that happen and, try my best to be a good person. And that's really where it comes from, honestly. That's just basically who I am. And I know people later on will say that's not the truth, but you know what?
You know
It doesn't
what?
matter to me. I know what I know. So,
yeah, it's, by the grace of God go I, when I look at people that have less than I have, okay?
yeah.
That could be me. And, we're only one paycheck away from homelessness anyhow.
That is true, man. I mean, the price of rent over here in New Jersey would blow your mind. My rent is $21.50 a month.
Oh my God! And I'm bitching about $550.
$21.50, and that doesn't even include any utilities.
Yeah, mine don't include utilities either. I have to cover my internet and my phone and my electric. I get water and trash.
Yeah, I get no, actually I got every 3 months I have to pay the water bill, which is split between us and the tenants, which I don't really like because like what if I don't use the same amount of water as everybody else? But whatever. And then, I got my electric is separate and then with the winter month now my heat is electric. So the 2 days ago when I lost my electric for the night, I lost my heat. So that was fun.
Hey, by the way, there's this thing called an energy saver.
Yeah.
It's a little box. You plug it into the closest plug in to your breaker box. Okay.
Okay.
And it literally cut my electric bill in half.
Really? Where do you get that from?
I got online, just type in energy saver. It's a little box you plug in and they come in. You could buy 1 or 3 or 6. It depending on the square footage of your home, whether you need more than one. I just needed 1. And my friend has a big 16 by 80, so he needed 2. But it literally cut my electric bill in half because what it does, it stops electricity to go into your plug-ins unless you actually have something plugged in.
And you can use that on a rental though?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just all you're going to do is find the your breaker box, okay?
Yeah, I know where that is.
And find the closest plug in to your breaker box and plug it in. That's
Okay.
all you got to do.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look into it. I actually just put it into my phone so I could save it.
Yeah, it really works. I didn't think it did until I put it in use. And then now everybody in my park's got one in their trailer.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. I mean, everything's so damn expensive, so.
But you got to remember to keep things unplugged, like phone chargers and stuff.
I don't have a lot of stuff plugged in because I have a pain in the ass dog puppy that likes to chew all my cords. And this dog, I'm honestly surprised that this dog hasn't gotten electrocuted from the wall. I guess he likes to live on the edge. But I turned around the one day, he was chewing on the plug and I realized it was plugged into the wall and I immediately pulled out and was like, oh my God, like, thank God I turned around because I don't know, he definitely would have probably been killed at that point. But he chews on all my cords. He has chewed all of my cords off my lamps, all of my cords. He chewed the cord off my vacuum cleaner. He's destroyed so much of my stuff. And I know he's a puppy. I get it, but still, it's annoying, and it's always the most expensive stuff too. It's not the crappy shit. It's always the stuff that's most expensive.
Dog has champagne case, does he?
Yeah, that's exactly my point. So, and then I have 2 of them. So, and then they conspire with each other and like one will watch me to make sure I'm not paying attention to the other one. And like, I swear they have like this little secret code thing that they do with each other.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Little things like your toaster, your coffee pot, things like that. You want to keep them unplugged if you're not using them.
Well, I have a Keurig, and actually, I don't even think that yeah, that is plugged in. I don't have a toaster. I don't even have a damn toaster. Huh? I have a toaster oven.
Well, same thing.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess that must be why my mom unplugs everything in the house. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, if you unplug everything, it stops the electricity from keeping your plugs charged.
I didn't know that.
And this energy saver blocks them. Normally they're charged in the house all the time. But when you plug this thing in, it stops electricity to going to your outlets until you plug something into it.
Okay. That's good information because I didn't know that. And now I know why my mom unplugs everything.
And if you unplug everything, you have a less chance of having a fire too.
Yeah, she always is like, oh, you gotta unplug that. Make sure you unplug that before you leave the house. Make sure you know, like, Mom, it's a freaking toaster, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess old school, right?
Yeah, it doesn't take that much to unplug it and plug it back in when you get ready.
Yeah, but when you put your bread in there and you're at your mom's house and you put something in there and you're like, what the hell? You walk away and you're like, oh yeah, the damn thing's unplugged. Like
yeah.
You know, but now I know better because I know she unplugs everything. I'm surprised she leaves the TV plugged into the wall, but you know, that's how she is. So it is what it is.
Well, I got a thing plugged into a strip, okay, mostly. So when I leave the house, I just turn the strip off.
Oh, the surge protector.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so much easier, right? I just got one of those actually. I'm probably going to wind up using that. What the heck was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, okay.
I have a message.
I thought someone was trying to like invade my page or something. Jesus, you never know anymore today. You just never know what's coming. You're like, uh-oh, what's that now?
Yeah. Oh, it was Deb asking for my address.
Oh, okay. He's watching his show. I can't believe you're watching that show. Tisk tisk. No, I'm just joking. I actually watched it myself. It's not a bad show. It's just that it's got so many seasons to it. It's gonna like suck you right in. It's gonna suck you in, man. You're gonna be stuck to that TV for like days. Oh man.
What is it that he's watching?
Orange is the New Black.
Oh.
Have you ever seen it? It's an interesting show. It's a woman's prison. It's about women in prison, and well, I mean, it was on HBO, so you figure the rest of it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why it was so big on people watching, or especially, men watching it to that extreme. I don't think that's why he's watching it, but I do think that's why it got as much of attention as it did. I watched it. There's some pretty interesting, parts in there for women on women kind of stuff.
Well,
he's like, it's the best show ever. I'm sure it is. Oh man. I've got to say though, I got sucked into it too because there's a big twist to that show. I mean, it's not just about the girl things that go on in the show. It's about the plot on the show, and it really is a twister of a show. So you are definitely going to get sucked into that show, no doubt.
And one of those that leaves you at a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and when it was actually on the air, it was like, oh, you got to wait for the next season. And, you have to like wait for like almost a year for the next season to come out. But like now all the seasons are out, so you can just watch them all in one shot. But when I watched it, back in the day when we had commercials and you had to be sitting in front of the TV when it was on, you can wait till the live stream or whatever came on. You had to actually watch the damn thing. It would leave you hanging for a good couple months before it let you know what was going on. Like that's the type of show it was.
Excuse me.
But now, are you okay over there?
Yeah. The tree was a little green.
You smoking some greens over there?
Yeah.
Well, you see my picture there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
a certain good friend of ours actually did this logo for me. They actually put this logo together.
Oh, I like it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You did. You came up with a good one.
So what are your plans for the future, my love?
Right now, just to go to school and get my, get my stuff going on that. And, you know, trying to see what's going to happen next. I do eventually, what is that? I do eventually want to do what I've been planning to do for a long time, and that's be a mother. But I don't know when that's going to happen. So that's in the future. That's in the plans, but I don't know exactly when. We'll see how that goes. It's in God's hands. I'll just
That's
put it
kind
to
of
you
up
that
to
way.
God, isn't it?
Huh?
That's kind of up to God, isn't it?
That's what I mean. That's in God's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll give you that at the exact moment you really need it.
God is giving me everything at the exact moment I need it. So I definitely think he'll give me whatever. I mean, I'm here for a reason. So I mean, after everything I've been through with the I'm sure you've heard what happened with me, and I'm sure you've heard all the shit about me that's been going on with the suicide thing, the heroin, or they're saying I'm a heroin addict and all that shit.
Oh,
But
really?
I'm not.
I know you're not.
I
It's
took it
untrue.
one night to commit suicide, and it didn't work because somebody winded up saving me.
Well, you know, the
So,
thing is you cannot die till it's your time. He'll always intervene.
you know what? I noticed that he keeps bringing me back for a reason. I feel like now it's time to realize, like, I am here for a reason, and
Even when you succeed, you end up having to come back. Ask me, I'll tell you. I succeeded, was dead for 5.5 hours on total life supports because I'm an organ donor. When all of a sudden I came back.
yeah, man.
Okay.
If he doesn't want you, if it's not your time, you're
You
not
are,
going nowhere.
I have a friend who was literally shot 5 times
Oh my
point
god!
blank to the head
Holy crap!
with 3 45 shells and 2 32 shells or 38 shells. Okay. And not one of them penetrated his skull. They went around his skull. He had some brain damage, temporary brain damage, and he went on to get a degree in college after it. It was a drug deal gone bad, real bad.
I honestly don't even like. To be honest with you, I was drinking a lot that night, and I was in a very bad place, and I got my hands on something, and I wound up taking a little bit. I didn't even take that much, so I didn't even think anything of it. And the last thing I remember is waking up and them calling my name, and there was like 6 cops in my house, like calling my name, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Did
And
they Narcan you?
3 times.
Oh, Lord.
And they resuscitated me because I had bruising all over my chest. So,
Well, the thing is it wasn't your time to go. And did any left? Do you have any memories of being gone?
no, I don't. You know what? I don't remember anything except waking up and seeing feet. That's it.
See, I remember everything. That's
No.
how come I know people tell me things about life and death, and I kind of look at them and go, okay, because I really do know. And it's like, yeah, yeah, you can go ahead and believe that. It's not necessarily true, but you can believe it all you want. It's not going to make a difference in your afterlife.
No, I didn't get like an epiphany or any of that. Like everyone says they get. I didn't
No,
get anything.
I actually, like I said, I was dead for 5.5 hours. Not like I was gone for 5 minutes.
You're lucky that you actually didn't get brain damage from that.
Yeah, I think I came out a whole lot smarter.
Yeah, me too. Actually,
Something,
me too, Mona. I
you
think
know.
it taught me something.
Yeah, I came out a whole lot more intelligent on a lot of things, and realized that. See, the epiphany that I had, it was more like you're nothing but energy, and you have all the knowledge of the world, and you're yeah, your energy. There's no pain. It's all beautiful, and all those things are true. But um, the entity rolled out my life on like a drafting table's what it looked like to me, because it was all lit up. All right. And showed me how my life force had bumped into this person and that person, and how I had to go back because I needed to do things. My life force was going to do things, and it has ever since. I mean, I watched how it worked at the convoy, you know, the Dripping Springs rally, and how the God in me shines to the point that other people get it too.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to watch. When I tell people, it's not, you don't love me, you love the God in me, because I literally, that song, I'm on a journey, I took a back seat when I came back from that uh death experience. I came back with a whole new frame of mind, and I literally threw away the rear view mirror. The things that have happened in my past have no bearing on my future whatsoever. And I climbed in the back seat of this life, and realizing that as long as I gave up and let God do it, and believe that He does, that He's never going to steer me in the wrong direction. I'm always going to be exactly where He needs me to be at the moment He needs me to be there. And He's going to give me the words that I need to say at any time that I need to say it. He controls everything in my life. I know happens for His reason, not mine. And it might look bad at the moment, but it always ends up turning out for good in the end. And
Yeah.
I just have to be patient enough to realize that I must go through the storm cloud to get to the silver lining. And it's okay. What is it in this darkness that I'm supposed to see or learn
Yeah.
when I find that He's put me in a dark place?
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back at my life, I realize that He has been in control the whole time. Because at 7 years old, I asked God to be my Lord and Savior and to enter my life. And I don't ever remember actually ever taking the keys away or asking for that back. And when I do take an honest look at the way my life has turned out, and those people that I have reached and touched, and those that have touched me, I realize that God has always been doing the driving, but I tried to be a backseat driver, and that wasn't doing me any good. And when I finally quit being a backseat driver and just took the journey, my life is beautiful. I live in a travel trailer in an RV park. I don't live in some fancy mansion, and probably wouldn't choose to live in a fancy mansion if I won the $700 million lottery.
I agree.
Uh, but it's a contented life. I'm happy. Um, I
That's
get to
all
go.
that matters.
It's like we've got the Unity Coalition here
Mm-hmm.
that the mayor asked me to be a member of. And it's for the veterans, and it's the planning of this Military Appreciation Month next May, and all the things that we're going to do for that. And I was there to give the input, and because we're trying to get our younger vets, that's a big deal. And I happened, when I say God gives me the words, I opened my mouth and I said, look, younger vets do not want to be spectators. They want to be participators. We need to bring back the old Plum Nelly type days where we had sack races and three-legged races and outhouse races and bed races and pie eating contests and egg eating contests and stuff. I said, we need to bring that back. So they have found, I guess they've set it up for the National Cornhole Tournament to come to Branson during the Military Appreciation Month.
Mm-hmm.
And they're putting in a special category on that tournament for vets, putting together veteran teams.
Uh-huh.
And then this last meeting Friday, they're talking, and finally it got to come up that I said, wait a minute, you guys have a reunion for World War II, Korea, Vietnam. Wait a minute. I never went to war. I served during peacetime. I'm totally left out. Where are the reunions for the people like me who worked on a U.S. post? I said, I never went out of country. Matter of fact, I never really went out of my basic post. So why, and then Mary spoke up. She's one of the ladies. She goes, yes. She says, there's that whole core war gap. She says, not only that, for every man that was on the field in battle, there was 200 people behind that person doing clothing, medical, paperwork, logistics, supply. You have to understand that you got to find a way to honor veterans. And I spoke up and I says, can't we just honor oath takers? We're all oath takers. We're people who signed a blank check giving the government the right to everything we owned up and including our lives. That's what taking that oath meant. And we need to have something, some kind of reunion or some kind of park or some kind of ceremony that honors those who worked behind the lines. It's not just combat vets in this world. It's secretaries and paper pushers and Jeep drivers like me or truck drivers. And everybody agreed. So now, starting at our meeting in January, everybody is to come to the table with an idea on how would we do a reunion honoring Cold War and non-combat vets.
That sounds like it's a good idea, though. I mean, vets don't get a lot, vets don't get a lot of attention the way they should, honestly.
Well, this is what has made Branson proclaimed the most patriotic city in the United States. It's because we have over 15,000 shows a year that is dedicated to the vets. 15,000 shows that at some point in every single show in Branson, really, at some point, if you are a vet, you are asked to stand and be recognized. It happens in every show, in every theater. You get a discount in nearly every single restaurant or motel or fast food shop in Branson if you are a veteran, 365 days a year. And during one entire week, everything in this town is about the vet. From the shows to the meals to the parades, okay, is about the vet. And to know that we're going to be able to do a whole month, okay? I've been morale officer for this is 20 years, 2004. So I have seen this happening our vets are dying. The ones, our Vietnam vets that we started in 2004 was Vietnam Veterans Homecoming. Okay. That was our first big vet event. And we had, hundreds of people. Now we have thousands of people that come here for that week. But it's cold in November. And these people are getting old. Cold bothers them. All right. Everyone who served in Vietnam is older than I am, and I'm 69 years old. Okay.
You are not 69.
Yeah, I'll be 70 in February.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't
So, and the cold bothers me, but by having it in May is wonderful weather around here. We might get some rain, okay? But generally, May is wonderful camping weather, beautiful camping weather. And I'm trying to encourage folks because I truly believe in my heart of hearts that Donald Trump will accept that invitation, okay? He's got to do something somewhere that weekend to kick off the first National Military Appreciation Month. He has to, as president. Okay. And I truly believe that he will come here. Our airport is a private airport. So therefore, there's no commercial flights going in and out of the airport. It is quite big enough to land not only Air Force One, but Air Force Two and Trump Force One also. It's huge. It's on a mountaintop. You can see down from it from all directions going into it. There's only one way in and one way out. And we've got this huge, what is it? Corridor, where you would normally come in to book your flights and get your tickets and stuff. It's just a big old wide open room with counters on one side, but it's got chairs and things. We've got a big hangar, and our idea is to have him come here. We want to invite all the J6ers to come and all of the wounded Abbey Gate warriors and the Gold Star parents. And we want to hold a ceremony for them, and we want to hold a dinner, a banquet, donational type charity dinner for those people. Okay. We can do that right there at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
That will keep our security down. All right.
Yeah.
There's not a single convention center in Branson that would be open to hold that isn't already booked. Most of them are booked a year to 2 years in advance. So all the big banquet rooms and stuff were already taken. And I said, well, why can't we just do it at the airport? How hard would it be to turn that corridor into a banquet room?
Hey, Mona, Game Dev asked you a question over here.
Okay, what's it say?
Mona, did you see the new Trumpinator bobblehead? It's so cool. What do you think of it?
Wait a minute, I haven't seen it. And that isn't a link, Wire. You'll have to send me a link, a real link. Okay?
That's not a link.
If it was a real link, it would turn blue or have a line underneath it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But it's on Amazon, so you probably just have to type it in, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I coughed at the same time you did. Great minds think alike. What can I say? So I think that you're doing great over there, man. I wish I could make it to Branson. I really do. I just can't do it right now. I've got so much going on. I really do.
Well, got a little time for God to work miracles. It's May the 3rd. It is a Saturday. It's May the 3rd. So you'd be looking at coming in camping on the 2nd.
I'm not big on camping anymore. It's not really
Oh,
my thing. For reasons
yeah,
that
I get it. I
yeah,
get it.
so I would stay somewhere, not super expensive or anything like that. But I don't want to do the camping thing. But I will keep it in mind, and I'll see if there's anything. Like I said, I'll see if I can do anything, and we'll see. Like you said, I just leave everything up to God now because I feel like there's a reason I'm here. Obviously, I mean, there's not really much else I can explain on that one. So
You got to remember not try to explain it because you're not the one in control.
no,
I look at me.
I know that. That's for sure.
I'm not in control. I have no idea where this journey's going to take me next. Okay. I'll find that out when I get there.
No, but I feel like, with everything that has gone on in my life, I feel like there's a purpose for me to be here. And I feel like I'm meant to help other people.
Well, I'll tell you what I want. And there's a piece of land
Oh
26
yeah, you were
minutes away
talking
from
about that.
me. It's still on the market. It can still be bought. Oh, there's no place to eat anywhere around there. You have to go like several miles to either Blue Eye or Timberland City to like eat out or go to the grocery store or anything like that. And there's this little yellow cottage on this property that would be the cutest little Amish weekend diner. I wouldn't want to commit myself to cooking, 5 days a week, but to have a family style 3 entree dinner on Friday and Saturday night by reservation only.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds great, Mona, but now where I'm at now, like I like my apartment and like I like
Yeah.
being in one place, and I plan on
No,
buying
I'm
a
just
house
saying,
next year and
but we don't know who is listening or
oh
who
yeah.
you might talk to.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, because there's a 16 by 80 mobile home on this property. It just needs floor covering and appliances.
And
Everything looks good.
what is the price of this property?
187,000.
Okay, so that's not bad at all. What's the acreage on that?
The acreage on that is 9 acres, little over 9 acres. It has a pond, a fenced-in pasture.
Oh
It has
wow.
a concrete storm cellar. It's got 3 septic tanks. It's
Yeah.
got 6 stop and waste water spigots. It's got a 40 by 20-foot barn, a metal barn. It's got 5 other outbuildings. One looks like it was a well house at one time. Another one is a chicken house. Another one is like a goat pen house. It's got a mature producing orchard of peaches, pears, and apples, a blackberry vines. It's got a hog pen with a farrowing cage on it, and it's fully fenced.
Wow. I mean that is in New Jersey, that would be a couple $1,000,000 for that property. So I have to
Yeah,
say that is crazy for that amount. It's a good deal.
$187,000. And it's got 3 separate water meters, 3 separate electric meters, one for the house, one for the trailer, and one for another mobile home site that was there once, and that mobile home burnt down. But the meter and everything, and the pole and everything, and the septic system and all that electric is all right there.
Did you
Okay.
mention it to our friend from the convoy, the one that used to ride on the chicken blow up thing, if you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I have.
I think he
And
would be like interested in something like that, don't you think?
I don't know. I had one lady who was really interested. In fact, she's the one that pointed it out to me and had me go down and walk the property and do a video on it and all. And then I guess her husband kidnapped her son on a weekend visit and
What?
took him to New York. And then shortly after that, her house, which was paid for, and she was going to sell it. She lives back there in Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
And she was going to sell the house and be able to pay cash for this property because her house was paid for when it burnt down.
Wow. Okay.
So, but I got a call from the real estate agent, and the guy's talking about dividing the pasture away from all the buildings and selling just the pasture in the pond area for $45,000.
Game Dev's talking to you over here. What do you want, Game Dev? Want your opinion on what? Oh, he sent it in an email, he said.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me open the email.
She's not ignoring you. She's just
I'm
on
just
it.
talking.
Yeah, she's excited about what she's talking about. I wish I knew anybody, you know, Mona, because it sounds great. It really does. But at my age, I'm over all that now, and I got different plans for myself. But I'm sure there's other people out there that would be interested.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about it, but I'm sure we can come up with some people.
You know, just mention it around. I'm sure there's some people in New Jersey that sure would like to get out in the boonies.
You know, the thing is, I don't really know many people in New Jersey anymore. I kind of just stick to myself.
Yeah. See, the thing is I look at this place and this barn. Now, this barn is a drive-through barn with concrete all the way down the middle. It's already got 2 rooms built on it. One looks like it was a concession stand or a feed room. Another one looks like it was a horse room. Anyhow, this barn could very quickly become not one, but 2 things. One, it could become a state-of-the-art workshop, woodworking shop. A friend of mine's got all the equipment he'll let me put in there, from the table saw to the bandsaw to the drill press to all, everything, and start making money. But there's no entertainment for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from everybody in this town. Not many, but there's some. I want to have barn dances.
That would be cool. I mean, I like your enthusiasm with that. I do.
You know, let's have some barn dances. Let's bring in,
some square dancing.
Bring in a local band, you know.
You want to do some square dancing?
Yeah.
Ron, your partner, here we go. Do and do.
Allemande left and an Allemande right. Turn your baby to the right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to have some. I want to have some front porch picking party kind of things, you know. Folks just come in and we have like a songwriters night, you know, maybe some karaoke once in a while, and we don't serve no booze. It's an alcohol and drug-free zone.
Yeah. I don't know about the booze though. You know, everyone likes to drink once in a while.
Yeah, but you got to have so many permits and licenses for that, see?
Yeah, you have to have you're right. You have to have a liquor license. You're right.
And you got the government up your ass, all right? If we're just having a town get together on Friday and Saturday night, a Friday or Saturday night, we ain't got to have none of them damn government people up our butt.
Yeah, but the problem is a lot of people like to go out dancing, but they like to drink too. So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then they just need to go out to the parking lot like we just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring some moonshine to
park over at the city park is just outside the gate, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I know we got around that on other things too. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know, because I really am looking more for the wholesome family kind of thing. You know, I want kids dancing. I want the little house on the prairie get together community barn dance kind of thing going on a weekend. Serve a family style dinner. Okay. And then have a dance. Music.
I love it, man, because you know what my favorite show was? Little House on the Prairie. You know that?
One of
I love
mine
it,
too.
man.
But there's nothing in that area. Okay. We would be the only entertainment. Where are you going to go on a Friday and Saturday night? You're going to run out to Mona's.
Yeah, I mean, in that area, you kind of don't have any choice. So, you know, you would go to Mona's. You
Well,
know,
you
just
could drive
bring
into
the BOYOB, you know?
you
That's
could
it.
drive it. You could drive into Branson, okay, and pay $30 to see a 2-hour show, or you can come out and have good food, good camaraderie, and
And some
some great
extras in your
music,
car. Yeah.
huh?
And some extras in your trunk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why. I definitely think it would be awesome, Mona. I definitely would love that. Would be great. I hope that you do get to do that. I really
I
do.
just need to find somebody that wants to invest $187,000 in my ability to make this happen. I can. It's not a problem. If I was there, I wouldn't be paying $550 a month to a RV park. I'd be putting that $550 a month towards building stages and fixing, doing minor repairs and paint and plaster. All right.
You got to
I'd be,
find someone that has that kind of money.
huh?
You got to find someone that has that kind of money that can invest.
Well, that's why I think I'm going to do a live stream here shortly, like tomorrow or sometime.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just put it out there that, hey, look, I've got the know-how, the education, and the capability to make something of this piece of property if somebody will just invest in my talent.
I think that's a good idea. I think that you might, attract some people.
Maybe I could somebody could start me a Give, Send, Go.
You can do that, all you got to
I
do
don't
is
know exactly how to do that. So
you just have to go on there and just sign up and just put exactly what you're there for. Write up a thing of what you are looking for, tell the people what you need the extra money for.
okay.
And that's how it works.
Okay, I'll try.
I mean, yeah, there's no, why not,
Can you add a video to a Give, Send, Go as your explanation?
I'm not sure about that, honestly. I don't know.
I mean, if I could attach a video, I'm better at talking.
You might be able to attach your link to your page. And then they can go on your YouTube channel and check it out.
A link to the YouTube video.
Yeah. And then that way they would see your video. I don't think you can actually put a video, but I think you could probably put your link in the description. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then that way they'll go to the link, they'll see your video, they'll see your channel, and they'll get to know you a little bit better before, because people always want to know what they're giving money to,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just, go from there. Give it a try, man. No harm in trying,
And I think I could probably, by doing it that way, I could also show the pictures of the little cottage I'm talking about and the barn.
Yeah, if it's on your
to give the address, I don't want somebody to buy it out from under me and kick me out. But
no, don't give the address. But if it's on your page, yeah, just put the link to your page and let them come to your page. If they're interested enough, they'll come to your page.
Okay.
You got to make them come to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got to get people to share my Give, Send, Go.
Yeah, and I will do that. You can put that on my page. I don't care. Just give it to Game Dev. He'll send it. He's a moderator. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
No biggie.
Yeah.
I have no problems sharing anything for you. You know that.
Yeah, I know Bruce would. I know Dennis would. I know Chrissy would. There's a lot of people that will share my.
I haven't
I gotta
heard those
share it with
names in a
them.
long time. Holy crap!
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, Chrissy and Chrissy, I know, but Bruce, I don't remember too much of. And
Bruce
other
Levins
people,
drove the truck. He drives the Golden Hawk truck.
no idea, Mona.
Mm,
No idea.
yeah, my
I
dad.
I think I was a little fogged out on part of that convoy where I wasn't really paying attention to a lot of stuff.
Okay. Anyway, that yeah.
They
He
they, they
he's
call
he's
that
the
a
one
certain thing, you know.
he's the one that drove our convoy to Tennessee.
I don't remember any of that.
This last no, I'm talking about for my convoy of honor this year.
Oh, okay, all right.
He drove the truck for the relief to Tennessee. Practically filled that truck. We had a lot of stuff. We gave a lot of things away. There were some moments that will stand out in my mind forever, that will be forever etched on my mind. The one is the first little girl to get her number picked so she could go get something out from underneath the children's tree.
Oh,
Ran over to the tree and grabbed a Barbie and came running back towards her mother going, I got a Barbie, Mama. I got a Barbie.
and she was so freaking appreciative of that Barbie, wasn't she?
Oh, and she was so excited to have gotten that
Yeah,
Barbie.
I
And
know.
then a little girl, I had taken, yeah, all the students in the schools had made these Christmas cards. So I had just thrown some Christmas cards out on the table and told people to take one. This little girl took one and she called me over and she goes, Miss Mona, I really like this card. Can I keep it? And I looked at her and I said, yes, honey. Do you want some more? She said, I can have more than one. I said, honey, you take as many cards as you think you need.
You know, the only thing I can think about that convoy has done for me was to make me appreciate the things I have in life now, because it makes you appreciate the things that you didn't have.
Yes.
You know, you appreciate things a lot more. You're not just a materialistic bitch.
Yeah. The little things that stand out for me are things like we had over 50 new coats donated, by the way, which still had tags on it. It was wonderful.
Awesome.
And I was helping a mother and her 2 daughters and son find a coat. Well, I found mother and the daughters kind of look alike coats, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the boy reaches over and gets another one of those coats to see if it's going to fit him. And I looked at him and says, honey, you can't have that coat. What? I said, you can't have that coat. That coat's not for you. And he reluctantly his head kind of bowed and he put that coat back. And I reached up on the wall and we had one of our pirates, Branson letter jackets that they put the letters on. It's red and black sleeves. And I took it down and handed it to him. I said, that's the coat for you. It's going to fit you like a glove, baby. And he put that coat on. And I'm going to tell you what, his head went up. His chin went up. His shoulders stretched back. And he got a smile a mile long across his face. And his eyes just lit up.
Doesn't it make you feel so good when you give somebody that doesn't have crap, you give them something and they're just so appreciative of it?
Yes.
That's what this was what this was all supposed to be about. What the hell have we turned into, man?
It's the miracle of a disaster. You did hear my new song, didn't you? The Miracle of a Disaster.
I think so. I think that was the one I was listening to.
Anyway, that's what it really is. And I got to play it for people down there and they loved it. The sheriff sent me 5 inmates to help me. I mean, them inmates really had a hard time getting into decorating Christmas trees and hanging lights. Okay.
What do you mean by inmates?
They were from the jail
Which one? The
in Irwin, Tennessee.
okay.
Okay, the county jail.
Okay.
And they brought them over to assist me and told me they're going to do whatever you want them to do.
Okay.
And I put them to work putting up Christmas trees.
And they were very helpful, weren't they?
Oh, they were. They had such a
Of
good
course. Yeah.
time.
Yeah, of course.
It sure beats
They
me.
appreciate that stuff. They appreciate it.
You know, I said, guys, I've got the hardest job for you. I said, I got 7 Christmas trees over here that's got to get out of the box and put together, lit up and decorated. And I got ornaments. You think you guys can handle decorating 7 Christmas trees? And
I think they were just happy to see a Christmas tree, Mona.
Oh, and then when I fed them, they ate too.
Of course.
And I got tired of calling numbers, okay? Because everybody had 6 numbers. And I got tired of calling numbers, and one of the inmates come up and called numbers for me. That was kind of cool too. You know?
No, I understand. I definitely do, because I obviously have been in a situation, and we all know that somebody put my shit online and doxed me out the fucking ass.
Yeah.
So we all know that. I saw it now I see it from a different side, and I appreciate it a little bit more than I understand that a lot of people that are in there aren't what we think they are. And I think they do deserve to have a chance to see something nice for once.
Yeah. These they busted their butts, working that relief center.
Yeah.
That was a relief center where people were bringing in water, and they bring people in to get water and blankets and needs. And they had one office there that was set up with FEMA in it,
yeah.
taking names. But they sent me over, FEMA sent me over all of their workers, or got a hold of a bunch of people, and they sent me a whole bunch of non-English speaking people. I didn't care. I had all kinds of black trash bags. I had no idea what was in them. They were donated and put on a truck and boxed. And that's when I found out that I had all them stuffed animals and all of them new sweatsuits of every size, all those coats. I'm telling you, honey, I was never so surprised that when I came back and they had I told them one side was for adults and one side was for kids, and they had put all the gifts underneath the trees and everything. It was just wonderful, because I was spending my time in the kitchen cooking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was cooking for all the workers that was there from day one, making something every day. Whether one day I think I made a big old pot of homemade chicken noodle soup.
Ooh.
Another day I made a big old pot of chili. I had my big pots with me, and I had a 6-burner stove, and I had sinks. And
I'm not a big chili fan, but the chicken noodle sounds good.
oh, it was good. And then I fixed a big old pot of ham and beans.
What is Game Dev saying? My new song I wrote? What new song, Game Dev? Is that Mona's song, or is that your song? I'm confused.
Here, I'm going to have to copy and paste it.
I don't know exactly which song it is. Can I put it up, or if I click on it, will it go up, or does it just go to the link? I don't know how to use this shit over here, so I'm not very savvy with the StreamYard stuff. And I'm not going to pretend that I am. I'm not.
Just a minute. I'm working on it.
You probably know more than I do. Hold on 1 second. What?
Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay.
What if I click on it? Will it come onto my channel? Let me see.
You can't click on it. You got to copy and paste it.
It's on the thing up here. So what does that do? See what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So here's the song up here. Now, how do I copy and paste that onto my channel? GameDev, do you know how to do that? He's the only one that knows how to do this stuff. I have no clue. I'm not going to pretend that I do either, because I don't. I know, like, I had a comment to me today, like, just because you have an education doesn't mean you're intelligent. I have to disagree with that. I think because you have an education, that makes you intelligent. I just have to, you know, I had to say that because that's been bothering me for a while. It's not my fault that some people don't understand big words. You should probably just go Google it and then you'll figure it out. Plain and simple. All right, what's that? I got something here. Hold on a second. Okay, so I just click on it. Can we see that?
The land. Together we can rise above. Yeah.
Is this
We
it?
walk the same earth under one sky, yet shadows fall away. Rise, hearts divided by lines we draw, forgetting the love that binds us all. Oh, can't we learn to see the light? Erase the lines, unite the fight. Through love, compassion, hand in hand, we'll
Thank you,
heal the
GameDev.
hurt across the land. Together we can rise, breaking chains with boundless love. Oh, yeah. We wear our scars, we sing our pain, but the songs of hope can still remain. Different colors, but one human race. Let's build a bridge, let's make this space. Oh, can we learn to see the light? Erase the lines, unite the fight. Through love, compassion, hand in hand, we'll heal the hurt across the land. Together we can rise above, breaking chains with boundless love.
Oh, can we learn to see the light? Erase the lines, unite the fight. Through love, compassion, hand in hand, we'll heal the hurt across the land.
Together we can rise above, breaking chains with boundless love.
Yo, listen up, the world's in pain, but hate's a fire we can't sustain. It's time to rewrite, not repeat the past. Build a future where peace will last. Culture's rich, it's meant to blend, not divide, so let's transcend. One voice, one dream, let's spark a flame. We're all just people, we're all the same.
Oh, can we learn to see the light? Erase the lines, unite the fight. Through love, compassion, hand in hand, we'll heal the hurt across the land. Together we can rise above, breaking chains with boundless love.
Yo, listen up, the world's in pain, but hate's a fire we can't sustain. It's time to rewrite, not repeat the past. Build a future where peace will last. Culture's rich, it's meant to blend, not divide, so let's transcend. One voice, one dream, let's spark a flame. We're all just people, we're all the same. Yo, listen up, the world's in pain, but hate's a fire we can't sustain. It's time to rewrite, not repeat the past. Build a future where peace will last. Can we learn to see the light? Erase the lines, unite the fight. Through love, compassion, hand in hand, we'll heal the hurt across the land.
Together we can rise above, breaking chains with boundless love. So here we stand, one world, one chance, a symphony of hearts in a timeless dance. Let's rewrite the story, turn the page, where love is the hero and hate's the cage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We walk the same earth under one sky. Your shadows fall where the sun should rise. Hearts divided by lines we draw, forgetting the love that binds us all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it, Dev.
It's awesome, right? Let's
Yeah,
thank Deb for that because he knows how to work this thing and I don't. So I just want to shout out
I
to
got
Game
it up
Dev.
there.
I want to shout out to Game Dev, man, because he has helped me so much with this channel and I could never even repay him for what he's done. And thank you, Game Dev. Thank you so much.
Oh, you
Um,
can't click on things. In other words, I went over to the YouTube. I could have clicked on it. Okay, I see it now.
See, I don't know, like he knows how to run this stuff and I appreciate everything he's done for me. And he's been there for me for so much and I couldn't even repay him. I honestly couldn't. So thank you, Game Dev. You are absolutely a lifesaver. And thank you so much for, being here for us. We really do appreciate it.
yeah.
I appreciate it a lot. So
I love him to pieces. I love
yes,
him to
he
pieces.
is a great guy. He's great.
He really is.
He definitely is.
We have been known to spend hours communicating.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I get so mad when people talk about him, and I defend him as much as I can. And you know what we
they don't
realize,
know
me
him.
and him have realized, is that who cares what people say about us? Gives a shit. I really don't care anymore.
That's why I don't even look in the mirror, honey, because I don't give a damn about other people's opinions. The only opinion that matters up to me is mine and my God's.
Exactly. So it is what it is, and everybody that got mad at me for being, putting him in my channel can go kiss my ass. Plain and simple. I really don't care anymore. Like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be able to run half the shit I run on this channel. So he is like a big part of this channel and I trust him wholeheartedly. I really don't care what anyone says. So
Yeah, the thing is without him, I wouldn't have all them songs out there published.
yeah, exactly. I think people are just jealous, Mona. I think they're just jealous.
I do too, because he knows a lot.
I know, and I think that's the problem. I think that's why they're so damn jealous. I think they're like, oh no, they've got like the best gamer in the world that can do all this digital stuff. And you know what? Too bad. That's your problem, not ours.
Oh, honey, did you see the new bingo he did for Vic?
No, I didn't see that.
His Vic bingo thing. Oh my God, it's a magnificent. Oh yeah, his bingo opening deal. They have bingo on Friday night, I believe, if I'm correct.
I love bingo.
And they play bingo online. They're in Canada.
I love bingo. I used to go to bingo all the time.
Yeah. Bev can get you their link. But I'm gonna tell you what, they
I haven't gone to bingo in like forever, so I don't know exactly.
Well, he did all their graphics and stuff, and actually the whole setup.
He's extremely talented, and that's why I told him that he needs to, go out there and show the talent that he has. And I'm glad that he finally did that, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for where he's at right now. And I wish nothing but the best for you, Game Dev. And I know for a fact that God has given you what you need. And I know, we're in a different situation with that. But regardless, I'm happy. And I think that this was basically waited for, This was meant to happen and you had to wait for it, unfortunately. But you finally got it, and I'm happy for you. And I wish you the best. I really do. Yeah, well, you know what, Game Dev? Who cares what they do? You know what? Because I can tell you right now, we are Christians and we're on God's side. And regardless, whoever is on God's side, because I don't know what your religion is, and I'm not trying to throw it in your face, but regardless, it's in God's hands, and that's it. And that's what I've come to realize over the years. Like, there's a plan for us, and the plan is going to be the plan. We can't change it.
It's a great addition to your portfolio for where you're headed now.
Yes.
Okay. And without that having happened, you wouldn't have made that. And that is like really awesome sauce. And therefore, I think you should use it in your resume for this other job you're going for, because you did that. And I can vouch for that because I was online watching you live streaming. We were on StreamYard privately talking about it as you was building that bingo setup. So that is an
A lot of people have taken advantage of what he's done. And you know what? It's because of jealousy. Jealousy is a huge monster. Remember that. People are
that's
going
why
to
it's
be
called a
jealous.
big green-eyed monster.
That's exactly my point.
So
who cares,
no.
man? Keep moving on. Do what you got to do. And who cares? Because you know what? When it comes down to it, we're the ones that are going to succeed when it comes down to it. So, you know, karma's a bitch. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Mona knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got it. You know,
we don't even have to do anything. We just sit back.
Yeah. We know where you're headed. I know you got videos of making it. I mean, yeah.
I know he's heading in a good direction. He's finally got what he deserves to get. And I think that he was meant to wait for that.
Yeah.
You know, God chooses when the time is right.
He needed a little more maturing in what he was doing. And, you know, all the BS and everything else that everybody said and did, in actuality, just made him stronger and better because he had that "I'll prove it to you" attitude. Okay,
but that's the problem, Mona. See, that's why they did what they did to him, because of the jealousy. Do you see what it's like when someone's jealous of you? Because you have so much more to offer than they do. That's why they did what they did. I know that.
Where's your ball?
Just keep trucking on. That's what I say. Keep trucking on, trucking on, trucking on. Move forward, because the more you move forward, the more they get mad. That's it. You know? I mean, I have pushed through so much shit. It's beyond belief. But you know what? I'm still here.
I'm going to see if I can show you something. Okay?
You going to show me baby? Where's baby?
I'm getting ready to show you something with baby. I got this new dog food. I love it. It has no grains. It's gluten-free. And it's made with salmon, not chicken. And
What is it?
It's called Wild and Free
from
Pure Balance. Okay.
Okay.
But it's little bitty tiny. I'll show you what I'm here in a minute. Little bitty tiny bites.
Oh, okay. So she can chew it better. That's good.
And I found this ball.
Oh, that's so cute. So she has to like try to get it out of the hole.
Actually, I shake them all the way to the bottom of the ball.
Does it keep her occupied?
To get them to come out the top.
Does it keep her occupied?
Well, I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to have to move my laptop around to do it.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to lay the ball down.
Okay. Oh, my little baby. I miss her. She's such a baby. Baby, you're so cute.
Can you see her playing with it?
I can see her. She's so pretty. I miss her.
Best thing I ever bought.
Me too, man. My dogs are my life, man.
I'm telling you, no, I'm talking about that toy.
Oh, yeah, no. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can show you. I want to show you something. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him. Where is he? Come here. I want to show you the Mona. I want to show Mona my little pop-ups. Yeah, real quick, okay? All right, real quick, Mona. I want to show you something. Ready? I look like crap because I haven't even like gotten together, so don't pay attention to me. But this is him.
Yes.
This is Reese. He's my little guy.
Okay.
He's only like 8 months old. So I just wanted to show you to him.
He's pretty.
He's a good boy. He really is. He's a mommy's boy. He loves me. And then I have another one, but she's not here because my mom kind of commandeered her as her own.
Oh,
She's like, "Oh, I'm going to keep her every couple of weeks and you can keep her." I'm like, "What the hell?" So her name is Lulu, and I have her too, but she's about a year now.
yeah.
And together the two of them are a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
It's like having two toddlers, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my mom takes her
No,
for
that.
a week. Yeah, so my mom takes her for like a week or two and then gives her back. And my mom's become very attached to her. So it's hard for me to take her away from my mom because she gets upset. So
Well, if you're looking for something to get your fur babies for Christmas, you might look at one of them treat balls.
they have one that bounces around the floor by itself. It's charged. And then they have a bunch of, believe me, Mona, they have so many toys, and it doesn't matter. They still take the shit out of my closet. Okay.
Oh,
It does not make a difference. They still destroy my stuff. It does not matter. I could tell you nobody else will put up with the crap I put
Jeff,
up with.
why aren't you up here with us?
Who?
Why are you in the chat and
Are you
not?
talking about Game Dev?
Yeah.
Because he's watching his show with his girl. So
Oh, okay. Well,
let him have his time there.
We'll forgive him for that.
Yeah, no, I get it. I got it.
Yeah.
I already said something about it. And when he said that, I said, you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because I love her. She's great. And I think that's a great.
She makes him happy, and that's all that matters to me.
That's the best thing ever. Yeah. And she's so pretty too. She's so pretty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's a beauty.
She is, man. She is gorgeous.
I think he got him a good one if he could just get the family out of the way. Her family, that is.
It'll happen, when it's time.
And yeah, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Well, I mean, in retrospect of everything that's happened in the past, of things I've heard from it, I think it is meant to be.
Yeah, I do too. And they got my blessing.
They got my blessing too.
Okay. And
I hope I'm invited to the wedding, because if I'm not, I'm gonna be super mad. I'm just joking. No, but seriously, I better be invited to the wedding.
Me too. Me too. Stacey said chances are it's going to be over here in Texas.
That's fine. I will try my best to make it, man. I would definitely try to make it to that wedding. There's no doubt in my mind. I would love to.
It ain't that far, from here to Texas. Of course, they could come to Branson and do it, and that would be even better, see.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I mean, it's always up to the bride what she wants to do. It's her day.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Crystal Palace, as a venue kind of thing.
You're already like your wedding planner. Yeah, no, I think wherever she wants to do it is fine. As long as I get an invitation, I don't care. Just make sure that me and John are invited and we'll be there. I'll make sure I'm there. I will.
Yeah. Yeah, he got to have somebody sitting on his side of the aisle.
I think he'll have a couple of people. I think I'll have quite a few people. I don't see why you wouldn't. But regardless.
Yeah.
We'll still be there for him, right, Mona?
I'll be there for him.
We'll have to get Mona a date.
I probably need to be the best man.
We're going to have to get you a date. We'll go on the dating website.
I had to be the best man.
No, we're not planning out your life, Game Dev. We're just saying if you get married, we better be invited to the wedding. That's all. And that your girlfriend is super pretty. That's all we were saying. We were only complimenting.
He's just laughing about it. He ain't serious. He's got a LOL, laugh out loud. Yeah.
Gotta put a ring on it. Put a ring on it.
We're just trying to give you good fantasies. That's all.
I'm just joking. I don't want to rush it. I know. But I definitely think that it's a good thing. I definitely do.
Well, honey, it'd take me 2 years to plan the perfect wedding anyway. So when you decide, just let's expect a 2-year engagement, because it's going to take me at least 2 years to pull off the greatest wedding.
2-year engagement. I don't think it's 2 year. I think that they're going to get married way before that. I don't think a 2-year engagement is going to be. He said, "Of course we will be." I think that'll happen when it's ready to happen. You know.
Yeah.
Like you said, everything happens at its own time frame.
It'll be when it's supposed to be.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Well, darling, I'm going to get on out of here.
No, that's fine.
Get ready to go to bed. It's almost 10:30 here.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here almost. So
yeah. So it's probably time for me to hit the sack. Game Dev, thank you for calling me and letting me know about coming on with Jen this evening. Otherwise, I'd have probably missed it. I'd have been watching some Next News Network or something about drones or Helena recovery. So I'm glad you called me and told me.
No, I told him. And then he asked me about, I said, yeah, of course Mona can come on. I love Mona. Mona can come on anytime, man. I don't have any problem with that. You know that. You're like my second grandma, you know, because I don't want my grandma up there to get mad, you know. But still.
Yanni, I'm just
you know I love you, Mona. You know that.
I love you too. Very, very much. I know you know that, because I told you.
I'll always go to bat for you.
Okay.
I will always go to bat for you, man. I will never, ever. No. Because people got to remember, like, the times we had together and not go back to just being an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Honey, there are just certain people who they're not happy that they got some drama in their lives.
Yeah, I know.
They got to have that dramatic adrenaline running through their veins, or they don't feel human.
Well, Mona,
that's their problem.
Can you do me a favor? We always end my live with a prayer. Can you do a prayer for me?
I'll do my prayer, which is, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, dear. I love you. Good night, dear.
I love you too. You have a good night, and don't hesitate to come back. I want to see you again.
Okay, honey. Anytime.
Love you. Kisses. All right. Good night, guys. So we ended that on a prayer. I want to say thank you to Mona for coming up here. Thank you, Game Dev, for modding my channel and everything else that you do for me. But I am going to end the live now. I wanted everyone to just, you know, have a good time tonight. Enough drama for one night. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I will be back eventually. And if not, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.